Hey there, it's Jessie here. Welcome to the channel. A very warm welcome if you're coming back, and also hi to the new people that have joined us. Hello. I'm going to talk. I took a breath there. I've had a very emotional day. As some of you may know, I'm going through heartbreak, whatever that means. It's really got me thinking, like, what on earth does it mean to be in heartbreak? Why does it hurt so much? And the reason it hurts is because we lose something. That's it. It's grief. It's a little bit harder than grief when you lose somebody because they die. And I know that sounds crazy. And like, if you're going through grief because you've lost somebody, I actually don't know that pain. Nobody very, very close in my life has died. I've had family members, but we were already estranged by that point. So the loss had come before. So I really don't know how it feels, really. A whole other kettle of fish, I think. But when you grieve because you lose somebody you love and they're still alive, there's like the pinch of rejection in there, isn't there? It's like, even though the heartbreak I'm going through it's not about rejection. I'm choosing to end it because we can't meet each other's needs. And love isn't enough. And that's fucking painful. We've both opened our hearts to each other. I don't know how it's going to go. Anyway, thank goodness he's a beautiful, kind man, and we're navigating this with as much care as possible. So why does it hurt so much? I'm losing something I want and I can't have. But really, like, the amount of pain I've been in, like emotional pain, it's a bit much. And I do think, I haven't felt like this since I was 17, when my heart first got broken. And I vowed never to love again. And I decided to love again. And I think I remember why I vowed never to love again. But like Shakespeare said, better to have loved and lost to have not loved at all. And it's so true. It's so true. Even though it hurts. Anyway, I'm doing this course, right? And on day one, we're shown a little video about non-duality. And as facilitators in this work, we need to adopt a non-dual approach. And I've heard a lot about non-duality. It was actually like my gateway into spirituality when I was much younger, because I got it like through my mum. And I always understood it intellectually, and I got really, really excited about it on an intellectual level. But then I started leaning more into like healing and emotional release and trauma release and all of that. And non-duality seemed really irrelevant to me when I was doing this work, because it was about the personal. It was about the story, and that was relevant. So it was really curious when my teacher brought this video in. I was like, oh, okay, here it goes again, non-duality. And actually this man that I'm in love with, but ending things, is always supporting non-duality. And in conversations with him, I defend duality. I will defend duality to the death. Because duality exists in this realm. On planet Earth, we live within the realm of non-duality, of duality. And then this video clicked something into place for me, guys, because it was saying how, some philosophers take the dual approach, some philosophers take the non-dual approach. That, first of all, helped me realize that it's just an approach I'm adopting, and not, maybe I don't need to defend it so vehemently. I really stand up for things I believe in, sometimes to a detriment. So I was like, well, I could adopt the perspective of non-duality then. Let's see what's in there for me. And something about this video, like, it was saying non-duality, first of all, it's not called unity. It's called non-duality. So first of all, there's an acknowledgement that there's duality. And what it's trying to say is there's not duality. But duality is still there. We're not replacing it with another word like unity. I thought that an interesting point. So it's acknowledging duality, so it's going a little bit beyond. And what it did is it took the two polar opposites, and this animation just like moved them into one, like a bit like the yin yang. And it's saying like, on this realm where duality exists in our perception, there is a deeper truth that within this reality, they are one and the same, both exist. And then I applied it to my personal situation, which is going through heartbreak. And I thought, what is the opposite of heartbreak? Love? Love, like relationship. So I thought, oh, hold on a minute. If we got love and relationship here, and then we've got heartbreak here, and then we just move them in here, one is not possible without the other. And that hit different. And then I started pulling up all my opposites. I was like, okay, because a big thing of mine is trust because of betrayal in the past. So it was like, wait a minute, trust and betrayal. You can't have one without the other in this realm, in a realm of duality. So when my trust was betrayed, when my betrayal was trusted. Can you trust betrayal? Oh, maybe we should be trusting betrayal more. I don't know. I'll revisit that later. Maybe there's something in it. You can't have one without the same. So when I was too young for it to happen to me, but it happened. My trust was broken. I felt betrayal. And my response to that was, then I will never trust again. It's a bit like when I was 17, my heart got broken. Then I will never love again. And I'm obviously yearning for these things, right? Because we're human beings and we need connection. We need connection before we need food. Imagine. When we're babies. And when we're adults, we're social species. So I yearn for these things. But I'm also terrified because I created somewhere at some point in my life, like, Jessie, don't do it because it ends in pain. So I haven't loved, I haven't had like loving relationships in my adult life. I don't trust anyone. I don't have many people in my life because I don't trust them. And I've realized, like, if I want those things, it's not because they will protect, like, basically, if I want those things, I have to be ready for the other side of it. If I want to trust, oh boy, you get ready for betrayal. If I want to love, get ready for a heartache. If I want friends, get ready for some enemies. And this is actually one I like and I'm proud of. I have very good friends and I have enemies. Go figure. So do you know what it did to me this day? Because this day was a big day for me. This is the day that I decided to end things. Very bad timing, but I did. And I was with my sister and I was talking to her about non-duality. And it was in this conversation with her where I realized, like, oh, I wanted love. That comes with a heartbreak. In the realm of duality where we all find ourselves. What a hoot. I was able to accept my heartbreak in that moment. I realized, because if I want to love, I need to go through this. And I'm not even just talking about my heartbreak from this relationship. I'm talking about the heartbreak from when I was 17 and the heartbreak from when I was a little baby. And I felt betrayed by my parents. I wasn't betrayed, I felt betrayed. And I could feel it. And I was sat there with my sister and my heart cracked open and I felt safe to feel it. I finally felt safe to feel it. It was like I accepted it. I could accept it. And I tell you what happened on the other side of that. I felt so much love. Everything made sense. You know when that happens, when you feel good and your heart's open, everything makes sense. There's no fear anymore. It's like everything's divine timing, like everything I was worried about before suddenly was like making me laugh. So it's been a big deal for me, this new approach I'm taking to non-duality, my new understanding of it, and my new acceptance of can't have one without the other. Can't have light without darkness. It seems like a bit of a cliche, and it could be really obvious to you. It was just profound for me. I laughed myself to sleep just with the insight of it, like anything, any. Now, I wanted to then get a bit clearer on what is the opposite of love. Because I don't know. I thought, is it heartbreak? Like love, romantic love, you know what I mean? And then I thought, is it loss? Like, why am I heartbroken? Because it's loss. And then I thought, so is loss the opposite of love? And I asked my sister, and she was like, well, if you think love is something you can have. Oh, God. That was like another, arrow through my heart. Because I think I've misunderstood love. I think I misunderstood love. I thought this whole time love was something you could have. I thought love was something you could keep or own. And then in losing it, that's why it hurts so much, because I thought I then lost love. And I think I've misunderstood love. I think love is what we are. And in this reasoning where I was like, okay, love and heartache, trust, betrayal, friends, enemies, they're like the three for me that are really standing out. But I don't know, take anything. Joy, sorrow. I just had another thought, but I'm going to park it. I've lost my train of thought now, though. Where was I? I'll tell you my train of thought. Okay, because there's been an intervention, so I'm just going to share this, which is, people who say, that's why you kind of want to, why they say it's a good idea to sort of moderate emotion. Because I'm definitely somebody of the extreme, okay? When I love. And when I lose, when I'm in heartbreak, I'm in heartbreak. And I'm really on the extreme ends of the scale. And it's it makes sense. If you love a little bit lighter, the heartbreak will be a little bit lighter too, And I think now I need to decide whether I want to do that or not. Just moderate things. And perhaps that's something that just comes with age. Perhaps that's just something that comes as you walk through this life. There's just a softening of it all. We'll have to wait and see. So that's where I'm at today, and have been this last week. And it's just brought an enormous amount of acceptance for me, for reality of one and. It's not one or the other, it's one and the other. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. What's the opposite of cookie? Right, guys, thank you for watching. Did you like it? Give me a thumbs up, that'd be cool. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you are completely new and you like this and you want a little bit more of this in your life, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Otherwise, have a beautiful day and a beautiful life. Guys, we got this.